welcome to Prairie Hockey Academy's 2019-20 year-end online awards ceremony. This ceremony's purpose is to come together online and celebrate the year that we've shared together. The hardships and obstacles, the victories, the triumphs, the events that pushed us, marked our year and made it a very memorable one. This is always one of my favorite nights. A great bookend, an evening full of laughs and tears, usually my own, reliving great memories with friends and family, and cherishing the last moments we get to spend together as a team. This year, like so many other things, is different. Celebrating our year online looks different than in years past. It has its advantages though. You can now rewatch my speech as many times as you want, and I know that lots of you will be in the double digits. Today's online ceremony will celebrate our student athletes' academic and athletic achievements from the 2019 and 20 season. We'll have some messages from our staff and coaches, as well as a highlight video showcasing our student athletes on the ice. Before we jump into the program, I'd like to say how grateful I am to have been a part of each and every one of our student athletes' lives. I'm so thankful for the times we got to spend together, either in my office, in the halls, on the ice, on the bus, or even online in the past few months. It was a year like no other, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity I had to experience it all, good and bad, with all of you. Thank you for allowing me that privilege.
Hi everybody, Mr. Zacharias here. I am happy to be able to present the academic award winners to our Prairie Hockey Academy teams. These academic awards are for honors and high honors. Our honor students are those student athletes who attain an overall average between 80 and 89%. Our high honors award winners are those students who attain an average above 90% for their coursework in this given year. And so without further ado, for our Elite 15 hockey team, the honor roll recipients are Jackson Allen, Brendan Blatz, Rhett Brills, Easton DeBray, Caden Drury, Dryden Janot, Daxton Lang, Jed Magarel, Mikhail Paul, Carter Price, Nicholas Smolinski, and Carter Wickenheiser. Congratulations to each of you. Our High Honors Award winners, so those students achieving an average of above 90%, go to the following students: Bo Helmechi, Daza Mitchell, McLaren Paulson, Tate Schaefer, Zachary Summers, and Bodie Weiss. Let's move on to the midget varsity team. Honor roll recipients are those students, once again, achieving an overall average between 80 and 89%. This award goes to Chase Jocelyn, Ethan Kelly, Seth Roscoe, Chad Schindel, Zachary Ashworth, Riley Gross, Brody Shaw, Brandon Kelly, Lang Lee, and Walker Douglas. Our High Honors Awards go to the following two students: Colton Akins and Mikhail Horechka. Congratulations to each of you. Men, you've had a fantastic year, not only as athletes, but more importantly as students. Thank you for being part of our program. Have a great summer, and best wishes to each of you as you head into next year.
Hi everyone, I'm Mike Abbott, head coach of the Elite 15 hockey team this year. Just want to take the time to thank the boys for all their hard work and effort they put in this year, and for the partnership with the parents and all the support you guys provided me this year. It made it a really fun year to coach, so I just wanted to take this time and say thank you.
Look at my ice, 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 ice. Look at my ice. I like the Look at my drip, drip, drip.
Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Chichu. I'm coach of the midget varsity team at Prairie Hockey Academy, and just wanted to take this time to thank all the boys. You guys made this year really fun for me to coach, and for the parents, I appreciate all the support that you have given us this year. Thank you all.
Kirby Court from Humble Strong. And on behalf of the Humble Strong team, Stan and Josh included, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of the journey of the boys at PHA this year. We were so blessed by our interactions with them and who we saw them becoming in the journey together. We worked really hard to develop the 5 habits of a humble, strong person. The first habit is to learn. And we believe that learning how to learn is going to be the #1 skill to have healthy young men and young women in the world ahead that is so rapidly changing. So the first thing we learned was our 3 pillars, which is character's a skill, learning is slow, and growth is intentional. And we actually saw right before our eyes the journey of the boys. Learn to take responsibility for their character. Learn to have grace with themselves as the learning was slow. And also come up with some plans to be able to learn and grow, to become the person they want to be, to move from where they are to that place. And it was awesome to see. Thank you for sharing that with us, guys. The second habit is to mature. We have this saying that says, everyone grows older, but not everyone grows up. And we just know that that journey of maturity, finding out who you are right now and deciding where you want to be, and then taking responsibility for those habits, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you act, is hard. It's not easy. And right before our eyes, I saw in each of the teams, the young men maturing, making amazing choices to commit to the team and each other and the hard work. And it was awesome. So thank you so much. Our third habit is to learn to love, because we know that love makes us healthier. It literally does. Physically healthier and relationally healthier. And I saw in the classroom and on the times together, we saw them loving each other, accepting each other, and the journey that we're on. It was amazing. Our fourth habit is to serve. And I felt served by the team. It was amazing when they'd show up at class and they'd have their work done and they would stick their phones in our focus bucket and just turn on to the best of their ability, their attention and effort for that time. And I was so blessed. Thank you guys for doing that. Literally, my life is better because of the time I got to spend with you this year. So thank you so much. And then the last habit, the fifth habit, is to learn to celebrate every step of success. And tonight, and this banquet is a celebration of your success. Remember back to those successes, the littlest steps that you had, that you took to be able to close that gap between where you are and where you want to be. It was awesome to be with you this year. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I don't know what the future holds, but I know that you have started to develop those habits of humble, strong people. And if you can live humble, strong, your life is going to be more of what you want it to be than it would any other way. Thanks again for allowing us to be a part of this journey and working so hard. It was great. I'm going to miss those of you that I won't see again, but I know that we're connected in spirit on this humble, strong journey. Thank you so much. Have an amazing evening and celebrate your success.
This year's Stephen Clement's Hardest Worker Award winner for the 2019-2020 season is Bo Hamechi. Bo won this award for a number of reasons, both his hard work on and off the ice, staying out late after practice, taking extra reps up in the gym, coming in later in the gym, just fine-tuning his game and being really intentional on getting better. So congratulations, Bo, well deserved.
So this year's 2019-20 Stephen Clement's Hardest Worker Award goes to Riley Gross. So whether it was on the ice or in the gym, Riley could always be found just dripping with sweat because he was working so hard. It was pretty disgusting sometimes, but it just shows how hard he was actually working. And up in the gym, you could always hear him yelling around, trying to motivate his other teammates, and just the amount of weight that he was lifting, it just motivated guys to try and be better and live up to Riley's standards, I guess. And he was just such an amazing kid to coach this year, and he was always working hard on and off the ice. That's why this year he is our Hardest Worker Award winner. Congratulations, Riley.
This year's Randy Brownlee Top Goaltender Award was really hard to decide, as we had 2 great goaltenders who played really well throughout the stretch. The winner of this year for the 2019-2020 season is Daza Mitchell. Daza had outstanding stats and his team trusted him through every game he played. Congratulations, Daza, great season.
All right, so this year's 2019-20 Randy Brownlee Top Goaltender Award goes to Brody Shao, also known as Chopper. So Brody was just an amazing kid in the dressing room. All the guys liked him. His goaltending statistics speak for themselves, and I don't think anyone is more deserving of this award than Brody.
This year's award winner for the Ryan Smith Top Forward Award is Zachary Sommers. Zach's displayed a tremendous amount of skill throughout the stretch and led our team in points. Congratulations on a great season, Zach.
So this year's 2019-20 Ryan Smith Top Forward Award goes to Zach Ashworth. Zach's speed and skill were always on display, whether it was in practices or in a game, and just that momentum-changing speed is what we needed to be the team that we were this year. So congratulations, Zach.
This year's award winner for the Adam Lawson Top Defenseman for the 2019-2020 season is Jed Magrel. Jed displayed a tremendous amount of skill, both shutting down the league's top offensive guys while adding an offensive boost to our back end. Jed played on the power play as well as penalty kill and had a great year. Congratulations, Jed.
So this year's 2019-20 Adam Lawson Best Defenseman Award goes to Brandon Kelly. Brandon came in as a grade 12, 17-year-old, and I think he was the mature presence that we needed both in the dressing room and on the ice. He was great defensively, and he also scored a lot of big goals for us, which is why we're giving this award to Brandon this year. So congratulations, Brandon.
This year's award winner for the J.J. Hunter Most Improved Player is Carter Price. Carter put in a ton of extra work in the gym, both at home and at the rink. Put in a bunch of extra time after practices, working on his shot and his skating, and is very intentional about his growth. Congratulations, Carter.
This year's 2019-20 J.J. Hunter Most Improved Award goes to co-winners Lang Lee and Walker Douglas. Lang is in his third year at PHA, and over that time he has improved dramatically. I was coaching Briarcrest when Lang first started, and just through watching practices, I see the growth that happened over those 3 years. We were not the same team when Lang wasn't in the lineup, and I think his line mate Walker Douglas would attest to that. As for Walker, since I took over in May, Walker has easily been the most improved player all around. He is a force in faceoffs, and his statistics speak for themselves. So congratulations to our co-winners this year, Lang Lee and Walker Douglas.
The Chad Gustafson Top Student Athlete Award is awarded annually to the student athlete with the highest overall average. This year's winner is Bo Helmechki. Congratulations, Bo.
So this year's Chad Gustafson Top Student Award, which goes to the player with the highest overall average for the midget varsity team, goes to Colton Akins. Congratulations, Colton.
The John Barkman Leadership Award for the 2019-2020 season is awarded to McLaren Paulson. McLaren put in a bunch of extra time working for his teammates, working with the coaches, and being a servant leader. Congratulations, McLaren.
So this year's 2019-20 John Barkman Leadership Award goes to Mikhail Horechka. Mikhail was just a classic lead by example player for us this season. He's a kid that every coach would love to have on their team. He's the first kid on the ice, last one off. Even on our off days this year, he would always bug me to go out on the ice with him and do some extra work. And when the room needed cleaning, he was the first one to have a broom in his hand. He was just an all-around amazing kid, very mature, and that is why this year he is our Leadership Award winner. So congratulations, Mikhail.
The award winner for the Kevin Smith Most Valuable Player for 2019-2020 season is Jackson Allen. Jackson did a number of things down the stretch for us, including put up points, play penalty kill, play power play, and was a great leader for our team. Congratulations, Jackson.
All right, so this year's 2019-20 Kevin Smith Most Valuable Player Award for the midget varsity team goes to Colton Aikens. Colton is one of the most athletic kids on the team. He is a hard worker both on and off the ice. He overcame a mid-season wrist injury to lead our team through the playoffs, and he's really just a great kid to be around. The boys loved following him this year. He was a great captain for our team, and that is why we are very excited to give this award to Colton. So congratulations, Colton.
All right, thanks again for everyone for joining us today and for the opportunity to get together virtually and celebrate the achievements of all your student athletes this season, and obviously on ice but also off ice. And as we've always talked about here at Prairie Hockey Academy, with the concept of student athletes and putting first things first in our life. And first things here at Prairie Hockey Academy we oftentimes talk about is character development and then academics, right? And the second thing being hockey. And so we've celebrated achievements today. We heard from Derek earlier talking about just the honor roll and the high honor roll honors and some of the student achievements at Briarcrest Christian Academy. And then we've heard from both Micah Abbott and Jordan Chichu on the on-ice achievements and just the awards. And you know, the opportunity to celebrate these young men and winning the awards that are named after some of the alumni that have come before them, and just the characteristics that those men held as well. And so it's been a fun day, the opportunity to be here, and we hope that although we couldn't be together, that you're able to share this with friends and family and spend some time just as a family, even around the couch, and celebrating your student athlete at home. Kind of comes to the end of our program here tonight, where we get the opportunity to honor our graduates. And as student athletes, we're so thrilled, we're excited for these young men as they leave here. Some of them pursuing studies abroad, working opportunities, and some people are going on to play junior hockey at different levels and in different provinces and cities. And so we're going to miss them. They've impacted all of our lives greatly here, and we love them. And so, starting to kind of honor some of those graduates, we want to recognize first graduate, being a first-year student athlete with us here and playing on our U17 team, was our goalie Brody Shao. And Brody, all the way from Taipei, was a great addition to our team this year. He was fun to have around, and we just really appreciate having the year to invest and build in him. And Brody, we wish you best of luck as you go on to your next ventures there as well. Second graduate we want to recognize today is Elijah Griffin. Elijah came to us from Hill Spring, Alberta. Elijah is the young man who has a smile on his face all the time, has an incredible heart and just a spirit about him, and it was just a joy to have here. And so Elijah, we just wish you luck. We're going to miss seeing your face around here, and we're excited to welcome you into the alumni group. Our third graduate is Brandon Kelly, and Brandon comes from Dodslin, Saskatchewan. And Brandon was a big part of our team this year, was an assistant captain and a leader in our program, and we get the opportunity to see Brandon lots this coming fall again and into the next season as he's joining the Briarcrest College Clipper team. And we're excited to have you on campus, Brandon. Thanks for your leadership this year and choosing to come to Prairie Hockey Academy. Our fourth graduate is a second-year player with us at Prairie Hockey Academy from Estevan, Saskatchewan, and Zach Ashworth. Zach, it's been excellent just having you here, part of the program at Prairie. Just watching you grow as a young man, watching your courage, your decision-making, just as you've matured and matured into a leader that you are today. And can't wait to watch you next year as you compete at Castlegar. It's been just a pleasure to get to know you and have you a part of our program here. Our fifth graduate and the start of our third-year grads. This one comes from Cantour, Saskatchewan, and is a memorable face around here, and that's Lang Lee. And Lang, it's just an absolute privilege to have you a part of our program for the last 3 years. You started with us in our infancy in year one as a program, and we grew with you. And so we just want to, congratulate you on your graduation. Wish you best of luck as you go to the Regina Capitals this coming season. And again, we're just thankful that you chose us at Prairie. And it's been fun to have you around campus here for the last 3 years. Our sixth graduate this season is another third-year student athlete, another young man that joined us in year one and as a program here and helped build the Prairie Hockey Academy program, and that's Colton Aikens. Colton comes from Briarcrest, Saskatchewan, and so just down the road and from a farm there. And Colton's obviously been a captain with our program, won some awards earlier tonight, leading scorer in the league this past year, and just a big influence in his leadership in the dorms, at the school, academically. It's been a privilege to have you a part of our program, Colton. Thank you for bringing your professionalism every single day and investing in your teammates. And lastly, our 7th grad, and the last of our 3rd year graduates, a young man from Hazenmore, Saskatchewan, Riley Gross, another farm boy. Riley reached out to me when he was, I believe, sitting on his combine or his tractor that day. And Riley, I'll never forget that phone call, and I'm thankful that you chose to come to Prairie Hockey Academy. Your smile, your energy, your warmth and kindness, it wasn't just felt in the hockey arena, it was felt across this campus. I know that us as a staff will miss you. We're excited to cheer for you as you go this season and stay connected. But we're not going to be the only ones that miss you. Your staff and teachers at BCA will as well. And thank you for making a difference and impacting the town or the community of Caronport, Saskatchewan in your 3 years here. Best of luck in the future. All right, before we close tonight, one of the traditions we do here at Prairie Hockey Academy is at our awards banquet, we recognize every single one of the student athletes on each team. And we call them up to the front, with a slight round of applause, and we actually gift them one of their jerseys. And this year, all the student athletes will be gifted their white jersey from this past season. And we're excited to give those away to them. In lieu of us being able to be together this year and calling them up one at a time, we're going to announce them one at a time here on the video. You'll see their photo kind of swing across the front of the video, and then at the end we'll show the whole team photo as if they were gathered there at the front together. And I just ask you to maybe join me in a virtual round of applause briefly for them before we move on to the next team. So as we start here, we'll start today with our midget varsity team, and we'll virtually call up number 1, Brody Shao, number 2, Lang Lee, number 3, Landon Connors, number 4, Josh Prebashewski, number 5, Cohen Bear, number 6, Mikhail Harechka, number 7, Seth Roscoes, number 8, Chad Schindel, number 9, Ethan Kelly, number 10, Brandon Kelly, number 11, Walker Douglas, number 13, Tyson Kistner, number 14, Garrett Hashi, number 15, Colton Akins, number 16, Zach Ashworth, number 17, Elijah Griffin, number 18, Chase Jocelyn, number 19, Hunter Bowes, and number 33, Riley Gross. So join me in welcoming, or I guess remembering, the 2019-20 PHA Midget Varsity Cougars this year. Now to introduce you to the 2019-20 PHA Elite 15 Cougars. Number 2, Mikhail Paul. Number 3, Tate Schofer. Number 4, Cade Kennedy. Number 5, Jed Magrill. Number 6, Dryden Janot. Number 7, Jackson Allen. Number 9, Caden Drury. Number 10, Brennan Blatz. Number 11, Nicholas Smolinski. Number 12, Carter Price. Number 13, Easton Debray. Number 14, Carter Wickenheiser. Number 15, Rhett Briltz. Number 17, Zachary Summers. Number 18, Bo Halmecki. Number 19, Daxton Lang. Number 27, McLaren Paulson. Number 30, Daza Mitchell. And number 33, Bodie Weiss. Please join me again in a virtual round of applause for your 2019-20 Elite 15 PHA Cougars. I just want to close today and just by saying thank you to the student athletes. Thank you for your commitment this year, and it was a privilege to have you at Prairie Hockey Academy, to see your smiling faces out here, to get the opportunity to invest in you daily. This year was a year that we might remember, a little bit different than other years. And it was a year that threw us things that seemed that were outside of our control. And I just want to say that I'm really proud of all of you. And I'm proud of you and how you handled the situation of the pandemic that we were in. I'm proud of you for digging in deeper at times when it was hard, at times where you didn't want to get up and have a workout. There were those of you that just pushed through. And there were those of you that actually reached out to other teammates that you knew were struggling. We heard reports of that and stories of that. And I just want to say, so proud of you for doing that, for realizing that when a teammate's struggling through some of this, that it's actually your responsibility to reach out and lift them up and to take responsibility of not only yourself, but your teammates too, and building into them. And so it was a year that I'm going to remember. It was a year that I'm going to remember for watching young men who matured in the midst of this. Watching a group of young men that got this chance to come together with technology that we've never really used before, with online meetings, and being able to be built into emotionally and mentally. From some excellent guest speakers, people like Shane Doan and Bernie Doan that just brought an incredible message of wisdom. Somebody like John Gordon, who brought a message to us of just energy and how do we keep the energy. And then even going all the way back to a trainer like Adrian Valaka, who just spoke to us to encourage us to say, this is your opportunity to get ahead, your opportunity to not sit on the couch and feel sorry for yourself, but your opportunity to take strides, to own your own development. And those messages and those stories and all the other guest speakers in between are going to stick with me from this year. And I hope they stick with you. And so thank you for spending the 2019-20 season with us. I'm excited for those of you that are coming back next year that we get to see. I'm excited for those of you that are moving on and that we get to cheer on and get to watch and stay in contact with. And please do. For those of you that are graduating and those of you that are going other places, welcome to the Prairie Hockey Academy alumni and being a Cougar alumni. There's a lot of great Cougar alumni that have gone before you, and you're joining, and as a great group of young men, you're going to be joining that group as well. Thank you to the parents. Thank you for investing in your young men this year. Thank you for entrusting your young men to us. As student athletes, I believe they grew, and I believe that they grew not just on ice physically and on ice with their skills, but I believe they grew off ice. I saw a whole lot of maturity happening, and I hope that you can agree with that, and you saw some growth in your young men as well. We're proud of them, just like I know you probably are, and we love them dearly, each one of them. And I speak as for the staff as a whole when I say that. We're thankful that they spent this year with us, and we can't wait to see what they have for the future. In closing, I want to thank our staff. From Eric Robitaille as our Director of Hockey Operations, who many of you probably had constant contact with through email. Thank you for keeping us all together and organized at times through the midst of this, and helping us with our technology and getting online in the last couple months here, and then making sure everyone was online or on the ice, over the last few weeks, and just following protocols and the things that we had to do there. And so appreciative there. Thank you to Daryl and Daryl to help us out in the office and just to be a constant ear and ability for guys to come and connect with, and a friend. Not only that, but keeping our skates sharpened and looking after us as we were on the road as well. And so thanks to Daryl for that. To Micah as the head coach of the Elite 15s, and just the time and the investment that he put into each young man. And Jordan as the head coach of the midget varsities, and the time and investment that he put into them as well, and the care. And to Lloyd Friesen and to Lauren Mollican, to our associate coaches that both spent so much time. They traveled, they were an ear, they mentored not only the players, but they mentored so many of us as well at the same time. And we value you guys greatly, and thank you for your contributions this year. To Matt Wenninger, our goalie coach. Matt, thanks for all your time on the ice with our goalies, and even your time on the phone between games, watching video, and having conversation with them to help them to get to the next level. To Scott King for your countless hours of skills, your time watching video, your time investing in us as a staff and us as the young men on the ice as well. We have a lot of other staff that are behind the scenes that, Trevor McClellan as a flex coach, that oftentimes parents don't even get to meet, that invest in your young men, and for the people in the dorms and the school, we're thankful to them. So in closing, I'm sure I missed some people, and I apologize to you if I did. But thank you again for this year at 2019-20 at Prairie Hockey Academy and Briarcrest Christian Academy. Have a great summer.